Welcome to Primecast, episode 68. My name is Jesse.
My name is Wyatt, for the third time.
And for the third time. Well, we recorded a whole episode 68 a couple weeks ago. But that show turned out to be a failure because it had Andrew. Andrew's not here this week as he's got a bunch of personal stuff going on, including work, and I think he had a death in the family, and that's been taking up a lot of his time. So, but last 2 weeks, we recorded a whole 2-hour long good episode, and it kind of broke my heart that we weren't able to use it because towards the end of the episode, as we're getting ready to say our goodbyes, there's a thunderstorm over in Washington State apparently, and Andrew's power went out as we're ready to say goodbye. And since the power went out, he was not able to save his audio, and so the whole episode was basically ruined. And I tried to piece it together from Wyatt and I's audio to try to make somewhat of a coherent show, but it just did not work out the way I wanted to, and it was really sad because I had a lot of fun talking in that episode. It was good stuff, just it just did not work the way we were thinking it would. So I know a lot of people were kind of concerned about there not been an episode at least 3 weeks now.
I think so.
Yeah, so yep, that's our bad. It won't happen again. But it as some people may already know, I'm lucky to be here today.
Story time.
Story time. Last week, so a week ago, last Sunday actually at 6:20 a.m. I was on a kind of a road that's in northern Kentucky that's kind of dark, especially I was driving home from Amazon. I worked at Amazon during weekends, not doing anymore. I actually quit there yesterday. Driving home, about half an hour drive home, then getting off of the highway, got onto a street that is really dark when there's no sun out. There's no street lights or anything, and there's always a bunch of deer crossing around. And I got to maybe half a mile within my house, and there was a deer in the middle of the road, and I swerved to try to avoid it without, everything is happening so fast, without, thinking about just, stop it, just slam on the brakes. Went off the road, off into a kind of just a ditch on the side of the road, got real bumpy, kept on going straight. Then probably within 20 something feet, my vehicle slammed into a raised part of someone's driveway, and somehow or another it flipped over to its side and just basically kind of did cartwheels over itself, and it landed halfway up in a tree, crashing through trees, landed halfway up in a tree with their front bumper in the ground, with its back wheels and bumper up in the tree, and totaled my vehicle. My head almost went through a windshield. I got injury on my side and on my knee. My knee is fine, but my side I'm still having a lot of pain through right now. But yeah, I went to the hospital. They did a CT scan of my head. They did X-rays of my torso and my knee. Everything is perfectly fine internally. Just managing my pain is a big problem. I had a headache for a couple of days, real splitting headache, and I had pain in my knee for a day or so. But I still have pretty severe pain in my side. It's right on my rib cage, just above my kidney.
Ugh.
And I still have a good amount of pain from time to time, so just managing my pain with some groovy pain medicine that they gave me. Yeah, and I moved during the week, so that was fun because it was basically just my wife and I just doing the entire place. So that was not feeling very good to me. So yeah, so I had a pretty
eventful.
Like as soon as the cops got there to fill a report, they kept on just like they were just amazed that because they were amazed that my vehicle didn't just burst into flames, because they said they seen it so many times where cars would end up like that and would just essentially explode.
And you were conscious that the whole time, right?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I didn't black out or anything. I don't really remember a whole lot of it, just because you hear it all the time, but it really just happened so fast that I didn't really feel anything emotionally while it was happening. It was just okay, this is happening. I didn't feel any emotion during it, and when I got out, I had such an adrenaline rush. I just didn't really feel any pain. I had some scratches on my side.
Yeah.
A side of my leg, but I thought that was fine. They kept on asking me if I wanted to be taken to ambulance. I'm like, no. I mean, I'm not sure if it was just the nerves or anything, but I had trouble remembering telling the doctor my social security number and stuff. So my wife had to help me out with that. So I was just. They were kind of concerned that I got a concussion, but everything was fine. Actually just got the insurance has finally cleared my vehicle, and it's absolutely totaled. So getting a pretty good check in hopefully about a week to put towards a new vehicle.
Yay. Are you getting a Prius?
So, no. We're probably going to get either a minivan or a kind of a larger SUV, something a little bit safer, especially considering my kids are getting bigger.
So no semi trucks? No semi trucks?
Not yet. I do want to. I do. So I'll be just I want to trade in my wife's vehicle to get a pickup truck, but I don't think that's going to happen.
A pickup truck? It's funny, I have a vehicle, but not yet my driver's license.
So it's not really doing you any good right now, huh?
Nope. My dad has a company car, so he doesn't need his truck anymore, so I pretty much have a truck, but no license.
What kind of truck is it?
It's a 1999 Ranger, I think.
Good little Ford. Good little pickup truck. I learned how to drive on a little 90 Isuzu pickup, or Suzuki. I forget what kind. It was Isuzu or Suzuki. I think it was a Isuzu. But it was a good truck.
Yeah.
Yep. And yesterday we just got a kitty.
Yeah. Is it a kitten or a cat?
It's 6 weeks old. 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
I want pictures.
Yeah, well, I'll post some pictures. And we named him Jax after the main character off of Sons of Anarchy. It's Charlie Hunnam, who is however you say his name. He was in Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
His name's Jax in Sons of Anarchy. And we both came up with that.
Nice. I like it.
So he's been doing good. Yeah, so it's been. Oh, and yeah. So I moved back, and we got a townhouse now, a lot bigger, lots more spacious. Got a good price on it. I actually just finally finished moving all the stuff today.
How long ago did you start moving?
Wednesday. We got most of the stuff out Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's been kind of a rough week.
At least you haven't been bored.
I've been very gassy because of my pain medication.
That's the silver lining. You have not really had a dull moment.
No.
So. I
Like in
feel
bad
weird.
gas too, not just a loud gas, but like this. So like there's a dead animal gas.
That is bad. I don't
Yeah.
really like that very much. Well, I sort of digress asking this due to your current situation and your activities, but did you buy anything besides a house
No.
and a cat?
Not yet. Well, I'm going to be buying a vehicle
Ooh.
soon. So we've been shopping around a little bit, just just taking our time. Looked at a couple of cars online and a lot because I know someone I went to school with is a salesman at a car dealership, and he's been talking to me, and because he actually sold me my Jeep
Mhm.
that I had, so he's been saying that he can give me a good deal on something. So gonna go there sometime soon. But as far as like toy wise, what you're implying, no, I have not. But I did find all the Predacons Rising stuff at Target. They had the ultimate class, Fire Blast Predaking.
Yep, I saw that too.
The things, I don't know. I lost a lot of interest in that. I think I'm going to be sticking with the Voyager one.
Thank you.
Yep. Saw a bunch of Dark Steels, some Grimwings, and the Skylynxes, and the Cyberverse packs. Oh, and I saw like all the generations Orion packs, Megatron, Bumblebee, Trail Cutter. I think I saw Hoist too. Not sure. But here's the kind of pickle I'm in. Like it's when I see them, I feel nothing.
You're not like, oh, I kind of want that.
Yeah. The only one I'm like remotely interested in is Dark Steel, and Orion packs a little bit, but that's really it. And even then, this is like, yeah, that's there.
I did buy one of those.
What's that?
I bought Dark Steel.
And how is he?
He's awkward.
Is he?
Yes, to a degree. He has shoulder problems, and I know that there's ways to fix it, but I've yet to find a way. So the way he transforms is his chest and his head assembly goes in between his arm and shoulder assembly, and there's really no way to connect them and tab them in, and it just kind of sits there, and the arms don't lock in, so they kind of like lay at the sides. There's a way to finagle it with like collarbone pieces that spin out. They're little gray pieces that clip on. But yeah, other than that, I'm sure once I find a perfect way, I'll like the figure a lot. But I mean, I like him as he is. I don't know if I like him as much as I wanted to, but I do.
So do you think I'm missing out on anything if I decide not to get him?
No.
Okay.
I think you'll be fine.
Because one fact that I was really kind of saddened by that we talked about extensively in the last failed episode we re-recorded is that I'm like severely disinterested in Transformers as a whole.
And I agreed. You're not wrong, or you're not alone.
Yeah, and I'm like way more excited about the future comic book figures and Marvel and DC figures that are coming out in the near future. Like, I'm crazy excited for the Marvel Legends stuff, especially from the Iron Man 3 Wave 3 Marvel Legends that's come out later this year, which is including Rescue, War Machine, and the Mandarin. Rescue is really cool, which is basically Pepper Potts as Iron Maiden, switchable heads, which is really cool, and War Machine, which is a repaint of the Iron Patriot.
Oh, did you say Iron Maiden?
Yeah.
God damn it!
Why?
Did you do that on purpose or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Because I see what you did.
Why?
I see what you did there, and I don't know how much of a fan I am of it.
You're not sure how much of a fan you are of it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Really, and the War Machine, which is a repaint of the Iron Patriot figure we got from Wave 2, which we both were not really surprised they did, but we're both. It looks great as War Machine. And the Mandarin, which is crazy, silly, awesome.
Yeah,
he has a sword and a dagger.
Trevor is his name.
Trevor. And but
did you see that they're making a Hot Toys Mandarin?
Yeah. that looks crazy, like accurate.
But who's gonna? I know people are gonna buy it, but like, why?
Is it going to have like, America makes fortune cookies? I expect like him to have like a bag full of fortune cookies.
Needs to, and like a can of beer, and a TV with soccer on it.
But just one thing I'm kind of curious about, because it was rumored, or like some website I found said that there's going to be a gold Ultron that was going to be the next wave, and they found a prototype of it.
I want that.
You know, the Ultron from Wave 2, except gold, and it had a gold stand.
You showed me.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what's coming of that.
Maybe he'll still be in the wave. He's just not part. Okay, and these figures are still considered Build-A-Figure, right? What figure are they building?
I don't know. That's what I'm dying for more information of these. I'm hoping they just come with stands.
That'd be good.
Yeah, because I need more.
Then
stands.
Ultron can come with
it. Stands. What's that?
Then Ultron can come with those.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, and really looking forward to the Marvel Select Wolverine figure that's coming out either next month or October, that I have on pre-order, which it looks crazy awesome too. It comes with multiple hands and heads, and I'm really excited for the Captain America Marvel Legends line that's coming out next year for the Winter Soldier movie.
Yes.
You know why?
Why? Black Widow?
Yep.
Finally,
Finally, a 6-inch Black Widow figure, something all the fans have been dying for ever since Iron Man 2.
Yes.
Which came out in 2010, was it? Yeah. No. Yes, it was. So for at least 3 years now. Still pissed off that they didn't do that in the Avengers. But the reason they say that was because female figures don't sell all too well.
Wah.
Which, yeah, I'm calling bullshit. Speaking of female figures, I actually went to Big Lots. Was it Big Lots? No. Where'd I go? That had like a bunch of Prime figures.
Oh.
Let me think.
Where did you go?
The name will come. It was like some buttfuck store that like had a bunch of like cups, Sergeant cups from Prime, Rumbles, and they had 6 arachnids. And that was the first time I've ever seen an arachnid in store.
Really?
Yeah, ever.
I don't even think it's the fact that that's a female. I think it's the fact that it's a horrible toy.
Yeah.
The reason is that's not selling.
And there's also some random Marvel Legends figures that I'm really interested in that are just now being released, such as like the comics Hawkeye. Which I haven't seen any of that wave in stores yet.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Need that Hawkeye though.
Yeah, that Hawkeye
and Black
really
Panther.
Cool. And the Thor Dark World Marvel Select figures, which I pre-ordered, which is consisting of Thor and Jane Foster, which are coming out in October, November. I think November. Thor looks cool, which I found a comparison picture of the original Marvel Select Thor from the first movie and the 6-inch Thor figure, and they're about the same size, so that will suffice as my 6-inch Thor 2 figure, because they're not making a 6-inch Legends line for Thor 2.
They're not?
As of not yet anyway. They
okay.
Announced anything. They haven't announced anything. They haven't shown any pictures. I mean, they might come up. They might show something at the New York Comic-Con, which is happening next month, I think. Is it New York or New Jersey? I think they said they're going to maybe show more at New York.
New York, I don't believe it's happened. No, New York has not happened yet.
Yeah. So a lot of people are saying they're going to have more info next on that convention, but they did show the 3 3/4 inch line for the Thor 2 figures, and they look really good.
Loki looks freaking awesome.
The Thor looks good. The Dark Elves look good. That crazy, I don't know what his name is, thing looks good. But I might get a few of those if they don't make like a Marvel Legends Thor line. But if they do make a 6-inch line, I don't plan on getting those because I'm pretty much sticking to just the 6-inch Legends figures for now on.
6-inch Natalie Portman.
Yeah, actually the 7-inch, because those are Marvel Selects are 7 inches.
Oh, I'm saying if they were to make a 6-inch Thor line.
Oh yeah. I was like, yeah, if they make a Marvel Legends Thor Dark World line, I want Thor, a new Loki.
Loki that doesn't look like Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, that does look so much like Kevin Bacon.
Doesn't it?
Funny. Yeah.
I was able to make mine look not as much like Kevin Bacon, but it does.
I forgot all about that. That looked just like Bacon.
I keep forgetting that I added that long hair to mine, and how brittle it actually is, and I keep breaking some of the hair off and keep having to re-add it because I keep forgetting.
So that is pretty cool. And I think that's all. There's some other random DC figures that I'm pretty interested in. Like later this year, the DC Unlimited line is releasing a new 52 version of the Joker. Which looks really cool. I love that creepy ass look.
What scale are these?
6-inch.
Oh, okay. Oh, the DC Unlimited. Yeah. Okay, I know.
Yeah,
I remember things.
And I think that's about it of the comic figures that I'm interested in. But as far
I
as
want more comic book
go, I do have interest in getting Metroplex, the premium line Predaking, and I do still want to get Soundwave, Masterpiece Soundwave, but I'm not going to pay an arm and a leg for it.
Most of them have vacated stores, so I don't know how many options you have.
Yeah. You know what really sucked about work at Amazon? I handled 2 Masterpiece Soundwaves.
Takara or Hasbro?
Hasbro.
Nice.
And I worked in outbound department, so like, it was kind of weird. Like I had to be at the exact same spot at the exact same time to be able to see them, to even know that they were even there. But like what I was doing at that moment was like big, like kind of Tupperware totes are coming down a conveyor, like and I'll just put them on skids, and 2 totes had a Masterpiece Soundwave in each. So I was just like, I just felt like, are you fucking kidding me? This ain't a tease, I don't know what is. So I was just looking at them, and those boxes are really light.
Yeah.
Like, really light.
But they're gigantic.
Yeah, they are. And they're
fucking
bashed
huge.
as shit, too.
They're what?
The corners of the boxes were all fucked up.
I got mine from a guy, and I got that box, and I was like, oh god, this guy got a gigantic box. And I opened it up, I was like, oh no, this box is appropriately sized for this size of a package.
Yep.
And mine was perfectly fine. He put bubble wrap in there. Mine shit is pristine. Stupid Toys R Us. Toys R Us, I swear, hires people to beat the shit out of a box before they ship it.
They probably do. So that's really, as far as purchases or future purchases go, that's all I can really say I'm planning on doing.
Nice.
I'm just way more into comic book fears than I am in Transformers right now.
Seems legit.
Yep.
I did get another Transformer as well that I was really surprised of how much I liked him.
What's that?
Beast Hunters Ultra Magnus.
Oh, you finally got him, huh?
I did.
And you like him, huh?
I like him a lot.
He's really cool.
He is. Everyone, I won't say everyone, but a lot of people are really upset he doesn't come with smokestacks. But I
don't get it.
Even if he did come with smokestacks, you wouldn't be able to put the jetpack on because there's no room. That's probably the reason he doesn't come with them. So, yeah.
I like him a lot. A lot of playability.
Yeah, I think he's great. And also was able to put his backpack on first edition Optimus Prime. Give him a jetpack.
You were?
Oh yeah, it's not hard at all. What else did I get? I think that's it for Transformers. I think. I got in a box from Big Bad Toy Store, in which was I got the Gypsy Danger backpack because my old one ripped. I was like, I want a book bag that says Gypsy Danger on it, so I got that. And I got the Wave 1 of the NECA Pacific Rim figures.
And how are those?
Knifehead is neat, but I think a little small, and could use a little bit more articulation to make him look more monster-like instead of more so gangly-like. I think Gypsy Danger looks more like a football player than anything. Cause
I decided that Gypsy Danger was my favorite Jaeger from Pacific Rim.
I'm still racking my head around who would be my favorite. Gypsy has a small head. It's kind of disproportionate, and some of the paint apps aren't really there. So I took some Sharpies and some paint and added a little bit and outlined the visor, livened it up a little bit, add some silver in places. But he's still cool. He has some limited articulation, but it's still nice. Like, it's a really nice piece. Crimson Typhoon is all kinds of awesome. I really love that figure. Crimson Typhoon's great. His good jointage, his detail's great, he poses amazing. Better than anyone else. But yeah, those figures are all pretty good, but they each alone have their own little problems. It's just Crimson Typhoon I find least problems with.
And Gypsy Danger doesn't have swords, does he?
No, but the Wave 2 Gypsy Danger is the same exact mold as this one, except it's called Battle Damage, so he has like just brushstrokes and just a little bit more paint detail, and he comes with swords. And I looked at this Gypsy Danger because everyone was asking if those swords on the Battle Damage ones were removable, and they have to be, because this Gypsy Danger has rectangle slots inside the wrists. You gotta be where those swords can go, because I'm pretty sure you can detach those and attach them to this. Though, the package on this Gypsy Danger shows him with open hands. I wish he came with both sets of hands, because then he could, do something along the lines of his, the pose he did in the beginning of the movie, with the punching his hand.
Did you see how it should have ended of Pacific Rim?
Yes.
That was hilarious.
I know.
Like, they just like, hey, what's new plan? So they just like go down and like just wait at the portal, as soon as they come up, just use a sword, chop their head off. Like, this is so much easier.
I love the idea of just like, and the council watched a lot of anime, and they're all just like, let's just bomb them as soon as they come out. And then the other guy is just like, no, we built giant robots to make them fight the kaiju. It would be a lot more awesome to look at.
Exactly.
Be great.
That was great. Oh yeah, go on.
I went to a convention and I got Kamen Rider stuff.
Joker.
You asked for it. I got from Kamen Rider. Okay, you're gonna love this. And normally I shouldn't play these sounds. I wasn't actually going to for the show, but because you started making fun of the sounds, I'm going to. I got this thing from Kamen Rider Double called the Prism Picker. And what it does is I plug in 4 Gaia memories, and they all make sounds at the exact same time. Would you like to hear it?
Absolutely. That is crazy awesome.
And then it's a shield. I pull it out and it makes the sounds again. It has a sword with a little thing called the Prism Memory. That's it. And it's lovely. I don't know, did you hear the O's driver that I got?
I don't think so.
I made a review of it, but I'll play this for you because I also got this before the convention. It's O's driver, so it takes metals instead of the little light sticks. I put all those in and I scan it. See? Oh, wait a second.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it makes a lot more. Watch my review. You'll like the one. You'll like Got to Kiriba, I think, because that one's silly and it sounds amazing.
It definitely sounds silly.
I got a little charm to put on my Nintendo DS of Cyclone XL Extreme. I was able to haggle. I got. What else did I get? I got SH Figure Arts Frieza, and I like it. He's really fun and like, I don't know. He has a lot going on. I think for a figure that's not as much or not as humanoid-ish as the other Dragon Ball Figure Arts, compared to Cell, I think Cell's a little bit better, but Frieza is still really good. And you don't know how small Frieza actually is until you put him next to the others. Fucking dainty. But he comes with a really nice stand. He comes with a Tamashi stage. Again, I think this is the 3rd one in a row that came with the Tamashi stage.
Right.
Second, I forget if Cell came with one or not. But yeah, comes with an arms crossed, open hands. He has a rock stage, so he has a separate set of feet, just with pegs on the bottom to peg him into the stand. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And
anything else?
I got a t-shirt, and it's green, and it's a parody of Starbucks coffee, and it has a picture of 2 Pokemon, and it says Arbok coughing. It's a shirt that's been around for an extremely long time, but I had to finally get one. So, okay.
Did you see the Pacific Rim Slattern 23-inch statue?
Yes.
That's like, how come I don't remember him from the movie?
He's the Category 5.
Yeah, he's like towards the end of the movie.
Yeah, he's the last kaiju. He's the one who like spins in a tornado and smacks Eureka Striker. Or Striker Eureka. Or whatever.
Hey, is he the one that's only underwater?
Yes.
Okay. That thing's crazy looking.
So, I have a quick story I want to tell really quick. Then we'll get into whatever else we're going to talk about. So, at this convention I had a few cosplays. One of them was Spider-Man. To go along with a group cosplay of Marvel. And so I was pretty much Spider-Man. Being Spider-Man was fun. A lot of people enjoyed it. One quick story was we were on our way to a photo shoot in front of another building downtown, and I was Spider-Man. So I walked down the street of downtown Columbus as Spider-Man, and there were a lot of people driving by honking and just giving me weird looks, and a lot of people were like, "Hey!" And it was really entertaining. Secondly, as we were walking down there, this happened after the story I'm about to tell. There's a little girl, her mom was carrying her. The mom says, "Look, it's Spider-Man." And I turned around and I waved at her, and she waved back, and it was the cutest thing. Now, the other cutest thing was, now in this convention center, it wasn't just the convention going on, and there was a quote-unquote normal family coming through, and that's what we call them. I mean, it's not supposed to be, rude, but hey. And I was walking, and my friend Lily, who was Black Cat, she pointed out that this little boy had noticed me as Spider-Man, and I didn't notice. I didn't hear him, just because we're going back to our room. I'm kind of zoned out. I'm tired, and I didn't notice. And I'm like, "Oh, where?" And I go, and she points, so I run after him, and I hear him talking about Spider-Man, and I kind of like leaned in and like kind of just like stopped in front of him and leaned down, and I talked to him for a minute, and he was it was the cutest thing, sitting there, and the kid was no older than 4 or 5, and he was just so thrilled, and it was just cute. He just kept saying Spider-Man, and I asked him, if he went to school, how old he was. I think he was 4, and his parents were like, "All right, well, come on, buddy, we gotta go." And I got up and gave him a high five and all that. I turned around, he turned around, and he just looked up at me and said, "Are you really Spider-Man?" It was the cutest thing.
Say?
I said, "Yeah, of course." And he just kind of
awesome.
got like the brightest smile and just walked away. I heard him talking like, "I just met Spider-Man," and it was great. It made me feel really freaking good.
Like, yeah, fuck yeah, I am Spider-Man, aren't I? This kid will always think I am Spider-Man.
I want that kid to go to school tomorrow and just be like, "Guys, you'll never guess." That part was great. And then I also got, I don't know, it was funny karma, because I was walking behind somebody, and it was a staffer, and like literally a wad of money fell out of her pocket, and I just grabbed it and ran up to her and was like, "Yeah, you dropped your money." And she was like, "Oh, thanks."
How much did it feel like?
It felt like, I don't know, $40, $50.
Oh, man.
Well, not like a lot of hundreds. And then there was a cop who pulled someone over in front of the convention center, and I really wanted to go out there and just stand there, but I thought I was going to get like tased, and I wasn't about to do that, because that's obstructing some sort of law, and yeah, I'm not going to interfere with that, but I thought it'd just be funny, but that's not worth the funny.
Yeah.
That's stupid. But that's the extent.
Would have been a good story, though.
It would have been a great story. So I made this kid's freaking month, and then I got tased. I hear yelling.
Yeah, he's yelling about something. I don't even know. Alright, so we got something to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things, when we're looking forward to movies, especially of comic book adaptations, when a certain casting is announced, sometimes it's like, "Oh my god, this is perfect." Sometimes it's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" One of the first times it's ever happened was back in '88, when it was announced that Michael Keaton was going to be playing Batman. And there was a huge upcry about people being pissed off about that, because like, what, Mr. Mom's going to be Batman? Because that's like the thing that was the thing he was most known for. That was like,
was it really?
Yeah.
I've seen Mr. Mom, but I was not around when that was a thing.
And right now, like, when you think about it, like, Michael Keaton as Batman is a lot of people's favorites.
I like him.
I think he is, in a way, a better Batman than Christian Bale. While Christian Bale is a better Bruce Wayne, in my opinion. Because Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne is a little bit too, kind of just a little bit too average Joe for Bruce Wayne. It's an interesting take on Bruce Wayne. It's a more like the very quiet, very secret, like the internal pain version of Bruce Wayne. But while Bruce Wayne in the comics, he always acted like, kind of like Tony Stark, because that was his act. He had to put up an act because Bruce Wayne is not his true self.
Yeah.
His true self is Batman. And while Michael Keaton, I did feel was a good Batman because he was threatening, but didn't have to do some sort of a gargle throat cancer voice and did not just result in screaming. He was like just threatening, just like, just talking to you calmly, which is something I really liked about Michael Keaton as Batman.
Where's the trigger?
Yeah, I'm Batman. I'm not going to kill you, but you're going to tell all your friends about me. Like that first line he had in Batman was like, I've said many times before, I was not a Batman fan until my dad took me to see the '89 Batman movie, and like just that because I thought like a lot of people back then, because there's not the animated series that came out afterwards when I was exposed to Batman. It was the '60s, fucking Adam West shit. I was like, this is goofy. Like, I just thought it was stupid. But then when my dad took me to see the first Tim Burton flick, I fell in love like that in the first 15 minutes, and he's been my overall favorite superhero since. Hey buddy, Zach's right here. You want to say hi, Zach? Say hi.
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 My name's Zach.
Yeah, your name's Zach.
And Daddy got crashed by deer.
Yeah, Daddy got crashed by a deer. That's all he says.
Daddy.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Zach. And we
Say one more thing.
and Daddy got crashed
You
by
already said
deer.
that, silly. Go lay in bed and play on the iPad, buddy. Alright. So
Crashed by a deer.
so when I was young, I got so used to Michael Keaton playing Batman that like when I first heard about people being upset by it, like it just kind of came as to a shock to me because that's what I was so used to. Yeah, I accepted Val Kilmer, and George Clooney made sense to me. I think he's a good Batman / Bruce Wayne.
I think he's an okay Bruce Wayne.
Just a terrible fucking movie, God. Like, but
I think
so,
I hate.
What's that?
I used to really enjoy Batman Forever, and then I met Val Kilmer, and that dude's such a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
So.
But the first time I've ever personally experienced like kind of like a really what the fuck kind of casting job is this? Which happened to a lot of people was when it was announced that Heath Ledger was going to play the Joker. I was like, really? Come on. They're going to have the fucking pretty boy from 10 Things I Hate About You and A Knight's Tale as Joker. And what, he looks like just some like kind of gothic emo kid. And like this is shit. Like a lot of people just had that same reaction. Like I saw pictures of him on T-shirts and crap. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be terrible. But then everyone knows how fucking iconic his version of the Joker. It set the standard for Jokers for years to come. Everything's going
In some ways good and in some ways bad.
Yeah, but I mean, it's setting a huge landmark in the DC universe as far as characters go because it has so much going for it. But you don't even look at it as like Heath Ledger. You just look as like this amazing performance from an actor, which is you see so much dedication in that. And the same kind of thing happened in Dark Knight Rises when casting for Catwoman. Which it's still, having the fucking Princess Diaries chick in Hathaway as Catwoman. It's still, I mean, she's a hell of a good actress.
The problems I had with her character in The Dark Knight Rises were her lines, not her delivering them, but it was the actual lines.
It was the way it was written. But like
her line of "cat got your tongue" made me cringe.
Yeah.
No.
But like the scene where she was inside the bar with the dude that was buying Bruce Wayne's fingerprints, and how the police came in and she suddenly switched into a damsel in distress and just turned it off. That's some fucking good acting.
Yeah.
Like she's a hell of an actress, and she was a kind of a mix of every version of Catwoman that you can think of. She had a little bit of fucking 60s Catwoman in her. Had a little bit of Michelle Pfeiffer in there. She was just a good mishmash of ideas of Catwoman. I really enjoyed it.
Had you seen the Everything Wrong with The Dark Knight Rises in 4 minutes or less?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that once. I don't really remember too much about it. I need to rewatch that though. But
you should watch it after the show.
I love the Cinema Sins channel. Like especially I didn't watch them at first because I thought they were kind of silly, but like the Cinema Sins recipes for like how to make a movie that tastes just like Man of Steel.
No, I haven't seen that.
Those are really clever and funny. Like the one of Iron Man 3 is like trying to make a was it a gingerbread man or a pizza that tastes just like Iron Man 3. It was like you're going one of the things that just stuck out was like you're going to put a lot of pepper on this, and when you think you have enough pepper on it, just cover this shit in pepper. You got to have way too much pepper on this pizza. And they're like, go to next step, and it's like, fuck it, put some more pepper in that. Which is hilarious. Yeah, you gotta watch that one later on. Okay, so, moral of the story. Announcement was made this week that is upsetting the entire fucking internet world.
Not me.
It's definitely got me cautious. I'm not all against it, but I'm not all for it too. I'm just a couple points because we've been disappointed before. The more of what I've been talking about before, especially in the case of Heath Ledger, he did a fucking phenomenal job as Joker, and no one ever would have expected it, right? This fucking week, Ben Affleck was announced to play Bruce Wayne, Batman in the Man of Steel sequel, which will be either called Batman vs. Superman or Superman vs. Batman.
Wait, they said the title was going to be that?
They said they're playing around with titles and they're thinking about having either one of those two.
That would... God. Ugh.
I hope it's not. That's kind of a black and white title.
Very much. And I hope it's not called The Dark Knight versus the Man of Steel either. Because I would cringe. Yep. I mean, the movie itself isn't making me cringe. It's just I don't care about the announcement because one, I don't hate Ben Affleck. A lot of people apparently do. And I actually have a really amazing story. I read a quote. How whether or not it's very true or not, I don't care. It's hilarious, and it was something along the lines of, it's gone out. The petitions have gone outside of Change.org, and got into sent to the White House as a We the People petition to ban Ben Affleck from playing Batman or any other superhero for the next 200 years.
Wyatt, I can't hear you. Wyatt,
What happened?
you lost connection with you for a second.
Oh. Okay.
You still
What's the last thing you
recording?
heard?
Last about you're saying a story or something, and then it just kind of got away.
Oh, okay. Well, I said it in the recording, but what it was is there was a petition, the online petitions to get him banned, or get him not able to play Batman, and one of them read the petitions have reached outside of change.org, and apparently a petition, whether it's true or not, I don't know, to the White House as a We the People petition to ban Ben Affleck from playing Batman or any other superhero for the next 200 years.
For the next 200 years. Even when he's just a rotting skeleton in the ground, he cannot play any superhero.
Nope. And I don't even think Daredevil was awful because of him. I think even people behind the movie said it was ill-written. Because it was. Like, my problem with Man of Steel, I feel bad for some of those actors. I don't think Amy Adams is a bad actress, but I didn't give a shit about Lois Lane in that movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ben Affleck, tread water, I guess. Tread lightly.
Yep.
But
he definitely has potential because he's fucking he's 6'4" so he's gonna be like as long as he can get ripped as Batman should be, he can be a very imposing Batman with a Boston accent. I'm the fucking Batman, or however fuck Bostonians say that.
So why? Oh, that's the whole thing behind Matt Damon. Because I just got Matt Damon being Robin.
You just got that?
Yeah, I did. But at least I got it. Because I was about to ask you what's the thing with Matt Damon being Robin.
Because
Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are BFFs.
I know. Matt Damon.
God, I love Team America for that for that scene. Matt Damon. That fucking hurt his career for so many years.
Did it really?
Yes, because he could not be taken seriously. Because apparently, anytime everyone just would go Matt Damon. So if
I like the thought of the Oscars. They're like, the nominees are Christian Bale, Matt Damon.
All just because no matter how hard they tried, they could not make his puppet not be dim-witted looking.
Any of the puppets, really?
But apparently, he was somewhat forced to play hard-ass roles like the Bourne Identity series and Elysium and shit like that, which he's got a lot more respect now because he plays a lot of cool movies now, not just I'm a troubled person movie.
I'm a Matt Damon movie.
Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. We were in the movie theater. I think we were seeing Man of Steel, and there was an Elysium trailer. And my friend who yelled out, "I like your butt cap" in a funny voice during the Avengers was there. And when Elysium trailer came on and it said Jodie Foster and Matt Damon, I'm just looking at the screen and I just hear Matt Damon.
Anyway.
There were some chuckles and a couple of sighs, but everyone had a good time.
Yeah. So anyway, I think Ben Affleck will make an excellent Bruce Wayne.
I have no opinions about this. I've never really studied Ben Affleck. I've seen him in movies, but I've never been like, well, his performance.
He was the bomb in Phantoms.
I don't believe I ever saw that.
That was a quote from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh, I did see that. He was pretty good in that.
You did see Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Of course.
It's because of Kevin Smith is the reason why him and Matt Damon are big now. Because he read the script for Good Will Hunting, and Kevin Smith gave that script to Bob Weinstein of Miramax, and got the train him moving. So like him and Ben Affleck are friends, like legit friends, since Mallrats, when he casted him for that movie. Are you there?
God fucking damn.
What?
My Skype, it's not my internet, it's my Skype that just keeps saying, oh, you're gone offline.
Oh.
This is fucking stupid.
Anyway, I want it to be a good job because, you know, I love Batman. I think, although it is very fucking weird to see, like, you know, them hire such a no name for Superman and then go into a A-list actor for Batman all of a sudden.
I just really don't get the legitimate aggro hate that people are having about it. Cautious, totally fine. I get it. You like Batman, you want him to be done well. Even minorly disappointed that an actor you wanted isn't playing him.
Because I get that. I was really rooting for Josh Brolin.
Yeah, like I get that, but people being so mad to where they're signing petitions that aren't gonna do a fucking thing. I don't see the point in that. I think it's actually downright silly, and that all that energy you put into that, you can just spend being excited for something like Age of Ultron.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, like it just doesn't make sense.
I don't quite understand the overall hate for him either, because I do like it. He's
not an awful actor.
He's a good actor, and he's a damn good director too. Like, I really liked Argo. The Town. He won an Oscar for it too. He's a damn good filmmaker, and he's a good actor. Just I think people just make fun of him because I don't even know.
Ben Affleck.
Matt Damon. Because he's a Bostonian.
I don't. I mean, it's not like Batman's gonna have a Boston accent. He doesn't have to. I'm pretty sure Matt Damon. Pretty sure Ben Affleck can turn that on and off. I didn't know Andrew Garfield was British until a month after I saw Spider-Man.
I didn't know until 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, he has an accent. Watch an interview with him.
That's hilarious.
Do you know about Andrew?
British.
Do you know? Do you know about Andrew Lincoln?
He's British too.
Yeah, have you seen an interview with him?
I did once.
It is scary watching an interview with Andrew Lincoln. He was actually at Comic-Con, and somebody asked him a question. He said, actually, this isn't my real voice. This is a silly voice I put on when I'm at these convention shows. But yes. What the hell is the point of this? I don't get this.
Point of what?
This. Not that. It's an email. God damn it. Copy. Paste. There we go. That.
Let's see. Like, just, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Just for the people that can't see, you showed me a link to a forum to someone that's doing trying to do a repaint of Beast Hunters Prime, or not Prime, Ultra Magnus. And all they did was like take the figure and put in like MS Paint and do it darker blues and reds. And yeah, I don't quite understand the point of it either.
I don't. Oh well. Do you have anything else to say about Ben Affleck?
Other than what I said before, like, you know, I hope he knocks it out of the fucking park. I hope he can, like, you know, like, become, you know, he has the build to be a really intimidating Batman, because he's, you know, he's tall and he, you know, he can. I think he can do a real good job. I just don't want to be disappointed. I'm very, very cautious about it because, you know, I have a lot of love for Batman. I'm not getting my hopes up, but I'm not like going to automatically dismiss it. I'm just like going to go in. I'm going forward into the future with this movie with a very open mind.
I agree. I'm gonna go in there very open-minded because I don't really sway one way or another with this. So, you know, another thing is though, another thing with acting choices is I'm very, very, very much championing. I want Nathan Fillion. I'm in the camp of I want Nathan Fillion to play Ant-Man in the movie. But Nathan Fillion came out and said he will not be playing Ant-Man in the movie.
He just came out there and said it.
Yeah, it was said a couple months ago, apparently. I found out. Because of other things he's doing. But someone is rumored to play Ant-Man, and that person is Simon Pegg.
Really?
Yes. No, though there's a silver lining here for Nathan Fillion. Now, if they are doing what they're probably going to do is Hank and Henry Pym, because I'm pretty sure the Ant-Man movie is taking place in the 60s, they will have a modern Ant-Man. That modern Ant-Man should very much be Nathan Fillion. I'll be happy about that. So, maybe he won't be Ant-Man in Ant-Man, but maybe he could be Ant-Man or Giant Man in Avengers 3. I just want Nathan Fillion in this goddamn series. Him and Joss Whedon are like BFFFFFs. They need to freaking get on it.
Yep.
But Simon Pegg as Ant-Man, I wouldn't hate. It would be awkward at first, but I wouldn't hate it.
I like Simon Pegg a lot. Just like that's just not like, you know, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see him as as Ant-Man.
It wouldn't be bad.
As long as they did it well, cool.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
I think that's. Is there anything else news related that you wanted to talk about?
Not particularly. There's really nothing going on.
No, there really isn't a lot going on, is there?
I am super stoked for Curse of Chucky.
Are you?
I am.
I saw the trailer for that.
I've
silly.
I've discovered so many things about that movie recently. I'd love to talk about them, but they're spoilers, and it's all up in the air, and I'm excited. I don't care if it's good or bad. I'm just excited for the concepts of the things I've discovered.
I'm not going to see it, so you can tell me if you want.
Alright, so if you're interested in Curse of Chucky, and you do care about spoilers, you can skip ahead to, I think, questions is what we're going to do next.
Yeah.
And skip ahead to that. I don't know when that is. But if you do care about Curse of Chucky spoilers, if you don't care, go ahead and listen. But, right? No. Okay. So, there's a YouTube video, and it was entitled, Curse of Chucky Rumors / Spoilers or something. And I'm sorry, Breaking Bad's on. The rumor the rumors or spoilers were leaked photos on Instagram, and what the big thing going on right now for the movie is concerning what's going on with the movie, because we had Bride and Seed of Chucky where they took a new twist on the series. But now in Curse of Chucky, he's normal looking for the most part, and he's not stitched up. Well, the spoilers come in is apparently the movie starts out after Child's Play 3, and then turns it. Apparently, it's going to actually take place after Seed of Chucky. And a lot of people were kind of discerning. You know, the doll looks different in a lot of different shots in the movie.
It does.
We don't know. We didn't know if they were going back to the original concept of Chucky from the original Child's Play movies, of where the longer he stayed in the doll, the more human the doll body became.
Yeah.
So no one really knew, though it almost looks like he had his stitches in a lot of the shots. They were maybe edited out, or they just didn't show it, or they were able to cut or not. But there are pictures. The only one picture I looked at was Chucky, and he had his stitches. And it definitely wasn't a shot from any of the old movies. The doll looked like the new doll, but it was definitely a new doll. Nothing we had ever seen before. And the doll's looking up at somebody, and there's a gun in the frame. And apparently that's Andy Barclay from the first 3 movies pointing the gun at him.
Really?
Who apparently is supposed to be Alex Vincent. But Alex Vincent had said before he's not going to be in the new movie, and apparently Karen might be in it, who was in the first 1 or 2? 1 and 2? No, only 1. And whether it's real or not, I don't know, but all the sheer I have no idea what's going on excites me. And apparently, like, they've been hyping up the ending. Apparently the ending of the movie is freaking crazy.
Like, what? Did they say anything like that?
Well, they have been, yeah. The synopsis for the movie says Chucky is following through with a plan. This is paraphrasing, but for the most part, it says Chucky is following through with a plan that he started more than 20 years ago, and he intends to follow it through the bloody and shocking end. So apparently the ending of the movie is like, holy fucking shit.
Like Man of Steel?
Man of Steel, I don't think had a holy fucking shit ending.
It had a very bloody ending. Thousands of people died.
It had a very me rolling my eyes wanting to get out of that movie theater ending.
By the way, did you watch the video I sent you from Comic-Con?
Yes, I did. Okay, that wasn't the guy. The guy I was talking about was...
I thought it was the one guy you're talking about, but that guy's still really cool.
Yeah.
But wasn't that awesome, the way they introduced that? I was kind of disappointed that there weren't as many people recognizing it from like the very first line they read.
I liked hearing people like getting it as it started to go. What really annoyed me was that was Zack Snyder like introducing him, right?
Yeah.
It really annoyed me how he was just like, no, we're not actually adapting this thing. This is just the thing to tell the story of the thing. And he just kept going on and on and on and on and on. Like, shut up and let him just speak and then leave it really fucking ambiguous. And then that was it. That would have been so much better. And not, like, he's saying it's not the thing. Well, it sounds like the thing because everyone's saying it's Batman versus Superman. That is the thing. Yeah. So maybe he was insisting it wasn't Dark Knight Returns. I don't know. He needed to shut up for that. He needed to shut up. But yeah, Chucky, I'm excited for.
Okay. You want to get into questions now?
I do. I have them open.
All right. How many questions do we have?
A lot. Just tell me when to stop.
Okay.
I mean, we are 3 weeks behind.
Yeah.
So
let's go.
Hey lads, IJK Productions. First off, thanks to Wyatt and Jesse going into a 20-plus minute debate about horror movies last video. Number 1, to Jesse, are you planning to do any more SSJ plays? If so, highly recommend Surgeon Simulator 2013. Wyatt, can you send Jesse this link? No. Yes.
I do like doing Let's Plays. It's just I like to do more of like actual video games like on my TV because my computer's actually not really all that great for running video games. But the only real means I have for doing them on my TV is just pointing a camera at the TV, and I know that's not really a proper way to do that. I like to invest more into like doing how most people usually do them, like having record somehow, but I just don't know exactly how to do that. But that's something I've been wanting to do for a little bit. Yeah. Let me see this link.
I forget. I know how to, but it's slipping my mind how to.
Oh.
It's
Surgeon simulator.
It's not PV.
Ooh, this looks fun.
Next question is, do you guys have any pranks planned against each other if one of you pisses another off? I, for one, gave out my co-host's mobile number during a 500+ view Ustream and let the chaos ensue. That's just a dick thing to do. And I'm very, very cautious with who I give my phone number out to.
I got it.
Me and Jesse actually have been talking for how many years, and we exchanged phone numbers within the past week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please don't give it out, Jesse. And we've already pissed each other off before, and we just kind of yell at each other. I think Jesse just likes to humiliate people, not actually fuck them over.
No. I like fucking with people, not to fuck them over.
Yeah, like, fuck with or fuck over are two different things. I wouldn't do that to Jesse. Even if you, like, kick me off the show, I'd be like, eh. Because if me and Jesse were to have beef, I wouldn't want... For anybody, I wouldn't want to showcase it. I'd like to deal with that stuff privately, so that's just a dick thing to do. Not calling you a dick, but... If I were him, I don't know if I would talk to you again. Because I would actually go and change my phone number after that. And I'd be pissed.
Not that I don't blame you.
Yeah, that's crossing that IRL line that I don't like to cross.
Yeah. Next.
3. If you directed, wrote, or reboot Transformers, and what Transformers would feature in it? It would be a movie about the Transformers. I have no idea. No clue. It would have Springer in it. It would have I don't know. It would have Springer in it. That's all I know. Shia LaBeouf would not be in it.
Shockwave would not.
Shia LaBeouf would not be in it.
Shia LaBeouf. I can't really say exactly what I'll do about it. Definitely have Galvatron, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But reboot. But hey, if I was directing Transformers 4, yeah. Fucking Mark Wahlberg. 4, Wyatt, you need to share this link with the other two. You will laugh your ass off. Like me when I got it at Philly Comic-Con during my panel. We'll check this out after the show, because we should get through these. Lots of emails. There's that.
Okay.
Cheers, lads. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Hey guys, Harry here with a question or two. Okay, first off, I got my AM breakdown in the mail the other day and was happy with him, but then it went straight to hell when I couldn't get the arms transformed. He didn't come with instructions, but I remembered from memory watching too many reviews. Now the thing is, I don't know, was that you need to bend the arms back in order to get them in the arms in alt mode. Now is it normal for his arm to feel like they were about to break or something? Yes. Because you have to do it at certain points, but just be careful and make sure there's some clearance problems.
Definitely. Next.
But yeah, just be careful. Maybe watch some more reviews. Jesse, I remember you said you got 4 Max from BBTS with stored credit. Now, how does that work? I was thinking that it was from all the 10 million times you've bought something from BBTS. I don't know how that works because I bought stuff from BBTS 3 times. I don't know if I should be getting stored credit or not. No.
No, that's not how it works. Got credit from selling stuff to them and from sponsorship.
Yes. That is why Jesse promotes.
That's
an affiliate program.
Yep. That is correct. Next.
Last one's up to you guys. I just bought a whole Transformers Prime lot for a reasonable amount of money I earned selling Transformers on eBay. Now that I've completed my Transformers Prime collection, what do you think I should start collecting knowing that I'm done with Transformers until Metroplex? Thanks for your time, guys. I would save your money.
Legends.
I would save the money because Marvel Legends, maybe. Yeah, that's a good one if you're into that. If not, save the money because I envy people that only buy retail Transformers because that's cheap, and what I've gotten myself into is not. So, hey guys, here are some questions. This is Angel. Number one, do any of you have a favorite fighting game? Mine personally is Mortal Kombat. I wouldn't call it my favorite, but the one I've been I don't play a lot of video games, but I played the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games, and
I like the.
I'm fairly fond of those.
I like I'd say one of my favorite is Super Street Fighter 4.
I played that over the weekend.
It's fun.
Have you number two is have you played a Dragon Ball Z game? Yes.
I played a bunch of them. I played Ultimate Battle 22, Dragon Ball GT on PlayStation, Dragon Ball Budokai 1, 2, 3, Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, 3, and I think that's where I stopped when Budokai Tenkaichi 3 came out. Because then they just got pretty redundant.
Mm-hmm. 3. If you were rich, what would be the first thing you would do?
I don't know. Buy a house.
Yeah, I'd probably move. And I don't know. No clue, actually.
And then pay up my utilities for like 20 years so I don't have to do anything.
Agreed.
Next.
4. Would you want Pacific Rim prequel or sequel? I was the theater wanting more because it was that good. I want a sequel. A prequel would be useless. We already know everything pretty much.
I would like to see a prequel of what's that one guy's name? The captain?
Marshall Pentecost?
Yeah. The one that was like that one that rescued the Japanese girl.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see his backstory about like him during the war. So apparently, because he was a badass, and I want to see more of that.
I don't know. Thank you guys for answering me questions. Have a good day and keep up the good work. P.S. Jesse, I love you, no homo. Sent from Windows Mail.
It's okay if it was too.
From TransFan681. Number 1. Who is the most annoying celebrity? All of them.
I would say
all of them except Nathan Fillion, Norman Reedus, Bryan Cranston. I would say a lot of the people who are, I don't know, anyone who is on VH1 or E! Entertainment Network within the past 2 years. I find Nicki Minaj atrocious.
Oh God, yeah, her.
I find the Kardashians distasteful. And I think what always gets me is what Justin Bieber wrote in the Holocaust Museum.
Yeah.
I didn't mind him. I didn't like his music, but I didn't mind him until recently. Or I didn't like him until maybe within the past year. Because he likes to... Apparently he was spitting on fans from his balcony. Mm-hmm. And what he wrote in the Holocaust Museum entry book, I think is what it was.
What do you write in that?
Something along the lines of, I didn't know Anne Frank, but if she was still alive today, I'd like to think that she would be a believer.
Oh, God.
He's a yutz. He's a completely pompous little douchebag, and I think he's fucking nuts.
Only thing worse than him are his fans.
He needs to binge one day and then just not be a thing anymore. I hate, not really. That would be weird, but I mean, celebrities do that. They like to coke out. So I'm just saying, if Justin Bieber were to coke out, well,
that'd be a way to go.
sorry, belieber. 2. Do you guys plan to get the 1/4 scale NECA 1989 Michael Keaton Batman? I don't.
No. That'd be cool though.
3. What are some movies that you like to see Toy Company make action figures movies based on that movie? I want there to be new toys for the new Curse of Chucky movie. I want there to be an actual good guy doll. There's never been a real one. There's been the sideshow one from Seed of Chucky, and that's it. And one of my most prized things I would love to add to my collection one day is from Child's Play 2. It's one of the good guy doll boxes. There's a couple on eBay, but they range from like $800 to $1,100. But that's something I want, and I think a toy company like NECA or maybe even Mezco can make if they wanted, but they won't. That's what I want. Jesse, your turn.
It's a really hard one. Refresh my memory about the question.
What's a movie or some movies you'd want to see toys of?
Oh, Star Trek Into Darkness.
Alright.
They kind of dropped the ball on that one. I need a John Harrison 6-inch figure of him. Need it.
I need it. Number 4, with Transformers Prime done, would you easily say that is one of your favorite series? It is not my favorite series, no.
I would say it's a close. I've really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed parts of it. It's just not my favorite.
I would say it's about neck and neck with Beast Wars for me.
You and your computer CGI animated things. Number 5, in your guys' opinions, what are your top 3 favorite Batmobiles? Jesse, answer this one for me. I'm too tired to think.
The riot tank from Dark Knight Returns. That thing is awesome. Mainly because I like that it's turret on head on the neck that can look around, and it has tank treads. I really enjoy, even though it's not a Batmobile, I really like the Batpod from the Dark Knight, just because just the way it handles turns is so brilliant. It's so cool to see, especially in Dark Knight Rises, when it's just does that sudden 90-degree turn into the alley. That's really cool. And then the '89 Batmobile.
Swank.
From Batman and Batman Returns.
Batman Return. 6. What's a famous iconic vehicle from a movie that you would like to own? A Jaeger?
The DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Which is a Jaeger.
Which Jaeger?
That counts. I don't know, because I can't pilot it by myself. So I would have to find a Jaeger. Right. First I have to find a pilot.
You could I could be the co-pilot.
Are we drift compatible though?
I think so.
We'll have to try it out. You can't handle my knowledge. 7. With there recently being a lot of movie announcements at CCCC 13, what are your top 3? I'll be anticipated. Cough, cough, Batman, Superman. Alright, top 3. Number 3 is Amazing Spider-Man 2. No, wrong. Number 2 is Amazing Spider-Man 2. Number 3 is... Jesse, you go.
Is... Avengers 2. For me, anyway. And number 1 for me is Batman Superman.
Wait, what's your number 3?
RoboCop.
Okay. My number 3, out of sheer interest, is Batman and Superman. Number 2 is Amazing Spider-Man 2. And number 1 is Avengers Age of Ultron. My number 1.
Your number 1.
My good boy. My good boy. Thank you for you. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Thank you guys for paying attention and can't wait for this episode. P.S. I dedicate this to Transformers Prime. P.S. I like lamp. From Harry again. One more time before I forget. If this comes in while you guys are recording, awesome. Jesse, I'm about to buy Doctor Who Skybreaker and Star Saber. Now, does it fit in the Prid Prime's hands?
Yes.
Yes, it does. From Alpone, Pacific Rim, thoughts and opinions. Hopefully all 3 of you saw by now. That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was old news. Awesome. Beautiful.
It was fantastic. For detailed descriptions, refer to the last episode of Primecast.
Yep.
Yes, perfect. Check it out there.
Let's do
from Austin Tucker.
Question.
From Austin Tucker.
Yep.
MadShell23. Hi, Austin MadShell23 here. Questions. There you go. Number 1, what is your favorite and least favorite season of the year? My favorite? I love the transition from summer to fall. I think it's beautiful. I think my least favorite is I hate the transition of winter into spring because winter just keeps dragging. So it's more of in-between seasons I hate.
I'd have to say the same because for me anyway, it always seems like spring is only like a week long and it just goes straight into summer because it gets so damn hot so fast.
Them long winters. What is the most dumbest, most embarrassing way you've lost an object?
I would have to say,
yeah.
When I was real little, I lost a Ghostbuster. I kept on throwing him up into the air and catching him, and then I threw him so high up he went into a dumpster, and I never got him back.
That's unfortunate. I don't really know how to answer this. I mean, I've had that thing at a convention where I thought I've lost, I was cosplaying Haruto from Kamen Rider Wizard. I thought I lost my flame ring, and it was in my back pocket, and I kind of had a panic attack.
Oh yeah, I almost left a trans-canyon Optimus Prime at BotCon. I left him on a dealer table.
Did you already pay for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was not at the dealer table I bought him at, so I just set him down at a different one. And apparently, he's like, "Where did this come from?" And I went back, I found it, and they were luckily "Yeah, I figured it was someone else's."
Did they have a price tag on it already?
No.
Someone's ready to buy it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I already sold it. Beautiful. I had an instance like that when I was little. I had a Spider-Man action figure in a thrift store me and my parents were at, and it was in a cart, and our cart was full of stuff. And this lady thought the cart full of stuff wasn't actually someone's cart because we're in a thrift store. So she got the Spider-Man figure out of the cart and bought it.
That's funny.
And then my dad was like, "Hey, you what are you doing? Like, that was ours. And my dad gave her $1 for it. I still have it. Amazing story. 3, do you have any fond video store memories? Yes.
The first time, because I didn't. First time I found the return of Optimus Prime on VHS, part of season 3. Season 3. Because it had been so long since I actually saw the episode. Like it was just like so old at that point, and don't really remember a whole lot about it. And first time I saw the cover, the box for it, but it was, back in the day they had like a cardboard box for like the VHS, so it was stuffed with styrofoam, and then it had the cassette in a case behind it. But for so long, like it just wasn't there. It was like I checked it like every weekend. It wasn't there, and then suddenly like one day it was there, and I screamed like from across the store, like, "They have it! They have it!" And then I enjoyed it. I watched it, and I watched it. It was good times.
You watched it some more?
And the sad thing is that Blockbuster actually just now closed.
Oh.
But it was not by its own terms. Like it was did not go out of business because like there's like some severe like plumbing problems going on underneath the ground that was like causing like a whole bunch of like just stuff to sink. So like they literally had to close the store to like temporarily just to like work on it. But like it was losing so much money from it being closed just temporarily, they decided just to close the door altogether. Which was a sad way to go because that was a Blockbuster from my childhood, and I worked there for a little bit too.
Nice.
And now it's closed. It's closing because of the stupidest reason.
It's unfortunate.
Is that the end of the email?
No. Mine would be like when I was younger and afraid of horror movies, I'd run past the horror movie section, and like knowing I'd have to go through that section to get to where I wanted to be, I'd like run. Because when I was younger, Chucky scared the fucking shit out of me. And Freddy, I couldn't do that stuff. And yeah, it was awful times in the video store. Awful times. 4, if you guys have checked it out, what are your thoughts on Beware the Batman so far? Did not see it.
I saw a clip of it on YouTube, and I think it looks ridiculous.
Dickless. Looks dickless. Done for now? Later, he says.
Yep.
Are we done for now?
Yeah, we're done for now too. We'll get into more questions next week. And if you have more questions, please send them in to primecastqa@gmail.com. That's primecastquanda@gmail.com.
Cool
and
beans.
I'm sure we have a good backlog of questions, and we'll get to your new and old questions next week.
Yay.
Password for this episode, I would say
Affleck. Something Ben Affleck related.
Yeah, something.
Make it what you typed in the Skype chat.
Batfleck.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, password for this episode. If you listen to the whole episode, type in Batfleck in the comment section. Lets us know that you listened to the episode, and I like that a lot.
I like it.
I like it a lot. So.
Jedi.
You can follow me at Twitter at twitter.com/SSJAUTOBOT. You can subscribe to me here on YouTube by just clicking the subscribe button above this video. If you haven't done so already, you can follow me on Instagram, SSJAUTOBOT. And I do Vine from time to time.
Do you?
Yeah, so SSJAUTOBOT me there.
I don't have a Vine, but I watch Vines and they're hilarious.
Yeah, there's some really funny ones out there.
They are. You can follow me on Twitter at Anchavator. I uploaded a review for like the first time in how many months was it, Jesse? It was a lot of months. Of a little toy, this thing. Maybe I'll review more. But that review's only gotten like maybe 100 views, so I don't know, man. I want to review the Pacific Rim guys, so I might do that.
You should do that.
I want to do that.
Where can people follow you at?
You can follow me on Twitter at Incubator and on YouTube at Incubator. True story.
True story.
True real life events. Based on a true story is what my Twitter is actually about.
Alright, hopefully Andrew will be back with us next week. I know he's got a lot of stuff going on too.
True story.
True story. So, don't hate him. Hate on him quite yet anyway.
No, yeah, I'm not saying.
Yeah. That's a wrap. Until next week. Thank you for listening.
Howdy.
One more.